find that you should go ahead with this, and who is the first person who approached you to contest this vice president election?
सर 2 दिन नॉमिनेशन से पहले मैं कोई ख्वाब में भी नहीं सोच रहा था कि मैं वाइस प्रेसिडेंट ऑफिस के लिए चुनाव लड़ूंगा. To be frank with you, I did not fight any general elections as such. I'm a legal practitioner for about more than 30 years. Then became a judge at a very young age of around 46. Then the Chief Justice of Guwahati High Court, representing all the northeastern states at that time. Then for a brief tenure in the Supreme Court. The only election I contested was to the Bar Association. Once I became the secretary, and one term as the president of Andhra Pradesh High Court Advocates Association. I am familiar with elections and electoral process, but did not contest, and I never thought that one day I would be contesting and seeking the office of the Vice President. The move undoubtedly first came from the Congress Party. Some important functionaries of the Congress Party set the ball moving, and I have expressed my view that it may be difficult for me to be candidate of any particular political party, India Alliance, so आप लोग गठबंधन बोलते हैं ना, if they agree, they come together and consider my candidature, I contest that. That's how whole thing happened. अब पूरा हो गया, आपका पूरा सवाल का जवाब हो गया. कहिए सर.
Sir, I'm moving from
next
that to the next question. Is that you said that it's an ideological battle. How do you define the battle? How do you define these two ideologies? And when you decided to go with this ideology and to fight against the other ideologies representing the other candidate?
Sir, it is not a battle. It's a clash of ideas. And what provoked me to make that statement was the other side. They were propagating that here is a person, a quintessential Rashtriya Swayam Sevak Sangh member, all through his life. And I beg to differ with that ideology, not with the Honorable Gentleman Sri Radhakrishnan ji. There is nothing personal in between me and him. We have never met each other also, incidentally nowhere. Therefore, I wanted it to be a decent contest, not between individuals, but between two different, ideology or process of thinking, and the idea about the country, idea about the constitution. That's why I said it's an ideological.
What do you like in this ideology which you are with, India Bloc ideology, and what you dislike about this RSS? You are saying that particular organization the other person belongs to.
I have no business to like or dislike any ideology. But I have my serious differences with the way it functions. Because I am a liberal constitutional democrat. I believe in the idea of secularism. I believe in the idea of social justice. and more than anything, I believe in the Baba Saheb's ideology of fraternity. When objects resolution was moved in the Constituent Assembly, the expression fraternity was not there. At the instance of Baba Saheb, that expression crept into the Constitution, fraternity. According to me, that is the bedrock of the whole fabric of this society. What is this country without the idea of fraternity? Bhaichara, Saubhatritvam. If we have an understanding of idea of fraternity, you and I would not be making efforts to divide the people for the sake of winning the elections or whatever you call it. That is the ideological battle. I do not wish to make about the organization of RSS, how it functions, how it runs itself. I am not going. This is not the occasion to speak about it. And I must share one factor which I don't know whether I have shared it. I came under the influence of Dr. Lohia when I was perhaps 18. I first entered my junior college. In those days, it used to be called PUC, Pre-University Course. I have attended almost all major lectures delivered by him in Hyderabad. डॉक्टर साहब के पूरे लेक्चर्स आप लोगों को मालूम है हैदराबाद बेस्ड है. Until today, I continue to be a member of the trust, Lohia Trust. Worked along with Madhuji, George Fernandez, Rajnaranji, Mulayamji. Of course, its chairman was Padri Vishal Piti, who is no more. This is my background, which is perfectly in symphony with the Constitution of India. When I say ideology, this is what I mean. Thank you.
Personal things.
No.
And all.
I want, through you, since you are ANI, आप जगह हर जगह present है ना. I want this to be one of the most decent elections held in recent times in India. No acrimony, no personal accusations, no comments about individuals. Because a person aspiring to sit in that high constitutional office should practice what we preach.
But the line has been crossed from the other side. You have been attacked and you have been targeted. Statements have been given for you for supporting urban Naxals and all. So what?
It is their perception. I don't have to return the compliments. Not that I am incapable of returning the compliment, but I have decided not to return the compliments. And that idea of whatever you have said just now, that the other side is describing me as such, is traceable to a judgment of the Supreme Court, incidentally authored by me. It is not my judgment. No judge in this country can say it's my judgment. It's a judgment of the High Court, or it is a judgment of the Supreme Court. Other judges were sitting with me when I authored that. I am the author of the judgment. I don't have any trademark on that judgment. Therefore, the comment, if any, made, in what context that comment is being made upon that judgment, I most respectfully appeal to them, and with all humility at my command, they should read the judgment and start making comment about it. And I am willing to debate with any one of them or all of them, provided they have read the judgment. Otherwise, I am willing to give a copy of the judgment to them, which I have readily kept, and talk about it in your presence. Thank you.
And so, how do you see the people from the legal fraternity are coming when they are finished up with their assignments in the legal department, the legal fraternity? They join some political parties. In the recent years, so many examples have been seen. Justice Sanjan Gogoi, Justice Ganguly.
I would not take the names of any individual judges. In principle, there is nothing wrong in joining the public life, but there must be some time lag so that you are not unnecessarily painted that you are hobnobbing with the government, therefore you got this or you got that. To avoid that, some breathing time before you choose your public life. After all, the public life and the life of a judge and a lawyer is integrally connected to the Constitution of India. In principle, there is nothing wrong. Kapil Sibal today happens to be a distinguished member of Parliament. Dr. Singhvi, another veteran, is a distinguished member of Parliament. Earlier, the Chief Justice of Punjab and Haryana High Court was a distinguished member of the Rajya Sabha. Chief Justice Hidayatullah himself was the Vice President of India. Justice Krishna here, one of the doyen and of the most respected judge, contested for the post of President of India as the nominee of the opposition candidates. Therefore, there is nothing new in this.
And how hopeful are you? Because since many of people must have been asked to you about the numbers and all, so how hopeful are you that you will get a support?
I didn't look into the numbers, nor I have asked my friends who meet me every day, अरे भाई ये numbers का क्या मामला है बता दीजिए मुझे. I have never asked for it because I have said it's an idea. And we have to speak for that idea. And there are various forums available for that to speak about that idea. We'll continue to speak that. Second thing, electoral college में कोई political parties नहीं रहेंगे. Members रहेंगे parliament के. सब parliamentarian से अपील करूंगा. सोचिए, विचार करिए, और फिर आपका मतदान.
You will take this fight of constitution to the treasury bench members also. You will reach out to them along other than.
Of course, treasury members are also distinguished members of the parliament. What prevents me to make an appeal to them to consider my candidate? I am not their opponent. They are not my opponents. I would appeal to everyone.
So what's your program now? When will be? What's the program now? You will be meeting the the party heads of
Sir, I am being guided by a team of campaign managers. Right now, 2-3 things are scheduled which I can share with you. Tomorrow, perhaps, I'll be meeting Sri Stalin, the Honorable Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu, and various other parties there which are apart from DMK. Meet them, have a cup of tea, try to introduce myself to them. That's it. And another meeting is scheduled perhaps in Lucknow. I do not know what Ravi tells me. I'll be meeting Akhilesh. That's meeting an old family. I knew Mulayam so well. समाजवादी थे ना और हमारे साथी थे ट्रस्ट में बहुत मुलाकात होती थी उनसे लखनऊ में दिल्ली में हैदराबाद में नेताजी के साथ अच्छे रिश्ते हैं हमारे
Since you are from you have spent a long time in Hyderabad, in Andhra, undivided Andhra, now it's Telangana. So do you seek a natural support from the parties like TDP who are from Andhra, same the Telugu?
Sir, why not? I know them personally. They know me personally from my younger days. They're all visionary leaders. They know what to do for their state, to project their states at the national level. I'm sure they will consider that I'm one instrument now readily available to speak to the nation through me. And I am sure they would be involved in this process. And I will appeal to them to consider and help me in this effort of mine. Thank you.
Since you are just
Sir?
I'm talking to you, so I want to know some more things from you. That since you're looking so positive, so I want to ask you: have you framed anything in your mind how to run this house if you get elected? Are you
Sir, this part of interview you will reserve it once I sit in that chair, and perhaps you will be the one. I'll be talking to you once I sit in that chair. And you will see what change it could be and how refreshing it would be, how positive it would be. कुछ अच्छा काम करिए ना तो हर चीज अच्छा ही होगा.
एक बस आखिरी सवाल, लास्ट सवाल, क्योंकि since you have been the very close person to look after the caste survey in Telangana. And if I not ask you about anything, that it will be injustice to this interview.
You are right, and I am not going to disclose what it contains because it is not yet made public.
No, I'm not asking
Please
about
tell
that.
me, please.
I'm asking about the idea only that when it came to your mind that how it is going to reform the society, how it's going to reform the equality in our society, because
Anticipating this question, I told you that I have learnt my lessons, fundamentals from Dr. Lohiya. He was the first one in this country who was speaking about reservations in favor of the backward classes. Therefore, the idea is not new to me. But how do you identify the backward classes without knowing the data? Caste is not class. You can't make a reservation in favor of a particular caste except scheduled caste, because the Constitution itself on day one has decided. Therefore, the need to conduct a survey, need to make an analysis which would eventually lead to formulation of appropriate social, economic, political policies. That's why I have lent my name.
Do you think that Rahul Gandhi, who is taking this battle forward politically in the parliament, outside the parliament, and the whole India bloc, Akhilesh Yadav says it's PDA, and in Bihar also the RJD, they are doing this thing. So do you think that Rahul Gandhi is taking this idea forward? Will it be successful? And because after that, the government got ready for a caste census.
He has already achieved 90% of his success. After Telangana caste survey, the Honorable Prime Minister and the Government of India has responded. And in fact, one should be grateful to them that while conducting the census, national census, which is a statutory exercise and a constitutional obligation, that a caste survey also would be done along with that. What else Rahulji is required to achieve? Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. It was a pleasure.